wanted to sneak upstairs because Johna's already here. She's at the table, and I wanted to let you guys in on a little something. She's going to be so mad at me. This book, everybody's into, Fourth Wing, right? I've been hanging on to this for her. I think Patches brought it home maybe Thursday of last week from Shelley from Conquest Journals. And it's like all the rage, right? And Johna's been talking about it. She's got her book club and all that stuff. And I suck at reading. And before she even got the book, she had told me about it. And I was like, I'll just download it on my Kindle. I know people are waiting for the hard copy of it, but I'm an ebook reader. I don't care. She's been asking to come over and get this book. And nonstop, I've been not on purpose, but like, now is not a good time, or I'm actually not home right now. In the meantime, I've been reading it, and I am like probably 60% done. I don't think I've ever read a book this fast. So she's going to be so mad at me because I'm going to end up finishing this book before I even give it to her. So she even said yesterday, she's, "Are you purposely keeping this from me?" And oh, Patches says Johna is listening to this right now. You weren't supposed to tell her, Patches.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna be real awkward in here. We need to discuss something. Johna and I need to talk about something.
We're gonna fight. KJ wants to fight. She's choosing violence currently.
This book here.
Look.
Yeah. So let's catch everybody up.
KJ wants to fight about it.
Johna told me I should be reading this. According to Johna, all the book talkers are raving about this book.
I did not say that you should be reading it.
Yeah, you were.
I was like, you like YA and fantasy, and you like dragons. You would probably like it.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so I am a Kindle person. I'm an ebook person. So I was like, I'm not waiting for the actual book. I'll just get it on my Kindle. So I did. And I started reading it that night, which was probably like, I don't know, a week and a half ago. I started reading this book on Johna's recommendation. Executive producer Johna.
And Shelley from Conquest Journals also.
The founder of the Can't Commit to a book club recommended a book, so I started reading it. And we even had
any other book.
Well, because you said there you hit all the things. It's YA and it has dragons and like magical stuff going on. It's totally me. I'm totally in for it. So I started reading it, and you actually, I think last week, maybe after What's Cooking with Patches and the Cats, you had mentioned we were talking about book club because we started talking about like actually having a book club. Mm-hmm. You said, I don't think that you will read the book fast enough to be able to do book club.
I feel like I didn't say
Yes,
that.
you did.
I feel like I didn't.
Because you're like, you weren't being mean about it. You were just like, you read like 5 to 10 pages. Like it takes you forever to read a book. You won't be able to do it.
Admission also.
That's why I own up to it. I totally own up to it. So anyway, I've been reading this book. I have been on and off in my quest to have better mental health. I've been giving myself time to read, and so I've been reading faster, and so I am 67% of the way done with this book, which I am just giving to Johna now. Aren't you so glad that I'm taking care of my mental health and reading more?
Look, let's talk about this, because even though KJ does read slower than I have, KJ's doing like 500 things during the day.
It's true.
And like really the only time she has to read is at night before she goes to bed.
So do the audio stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also listen to audiobooks.
I can't do audiobooks.
But Shelley from Conquest Journals, we were at the darts thing for your birthday.
Oh, yes.
And she was like, oh, I have the physical copy of the book. I'll take it to Patches to bring to you. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I was waiting on, Shelley didn't bring it to Patches. I reminded her to bring it to Patches. And then Patches brought it home. And then every time I was trying to come over here to get the book, it was something going on. Allegedly, there was always something going on where I couldn't come over to get the book.
There has been a lot going on.
Allegedly.
No, there have been things going on, Johna. We got in a gift fight last night.
Because KJ, we're like going back and forth last night because I interviewed an author and we were just going back and forth on WhatsApp. And she goes, I'm halfway done with Fourth Wing. I was like, what? What do you mean? I have never been so irate in my whole life. Like Socks was just like, Mom, are you okay? All I'm saying is KJ just hit me with the 50%. I haven't even started. I haven't even started the book. And she's like, 50% done. And I'm like, how are you 50% done? You don't read.
Because I've been taking care of my mental health and giving myself more time to read.
The one book that I recommend you to decide to take care of your mental health.
Why do you care?
Because I have a reputation to uphold.
I threw out the fighting words by announcing to everyone that I finished Fourth Wing before Johna because I am the slowest reader in the world. Like, nobody wants to read a book with me because I'm going to read it for 3 years. But Fourth Wing, I got done. And I will say, I think it might be good for me to be in a book club.
Yeah.
Because it did motivate me to get done. But mostly it motivated me to get done because it was going to be so funny if I finished the book before Johna.
I mean, and then what was really bad is Johna stopped reading for a little bit so I could catch up because I was way behind. And then I blew past her, which then I kind of felt bad about, but I actually didn't. I want to point out,
Yeah, go ahead.
that the comment that you said I was super snarky,
yes,
is when you said, yes, well, the two knobs comment might have given that away. That was my comment. When you said, I'm like, I get annoyed. She said, I get annoyed by romance tropes. And I said, gee, the two knobs comment might have given that away. So I just want you guys to all know that I wasn't quite the book bully.
Like, I think when it got into like the steamy stuff, she's like, you know what? Everyone has sex. Just move the hell on.
Yeah, I get kind of bored with that. Like, Johna was like, I can't even say what Johna said when she finally.
But it was really funny. My texts were awesome.
In the middle of it's the middle of the workday.
I know, and I was like, oh.
That text was as graphic, if not more graphic,
than the book.
Right?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Like, you open up that text, and you're like, yeah, that was good. That was good.
They just said her text popped up on my watch while I was teaching.
It's not gonna say that. I wondered.
It was graphic.
Yeah.
Monday night, 7:00, we will be doing our book club.